Coming in at number 8 in our Crack Racquets preseason poll is TCU. The Horned Frogs, led by head coach David Roditi, have long been considered one of the elite men's college tennis programs in the country. That should not change at all in 2022, as the Frogs appear to be set up quite nicely for another deep postseason run. The 2021 NCAA quarterfinals will have a bit of a different look and feel this year, and Frog fans will surely miss guys like Alistair Gray, Bertus Kruger, Teddy Paralak, and Juan Martin, who have all moved on for various reasons. However, a couple of highly accomplished grad transfers, plus the addition of some young newcomers, should allow TCU to remain right in the thick of things in the Big 12 Conference, and also on a national scale. On paper, the Frogs have a perfect blend of experienced players and talented youth to be extremely competitive, and the men in Fort Worth have as good of a chance as ever to end the season at the top of the men's tennis world. Examining the roster. This season, returning players like Luke Famba and Sander Jong will be counted on to step up and lead the Horned Frogs, both on and off the court. These guys have been around the TCU program for years now, and have a full understanding of the expectations and what it takes to succeed in Fort Worth. Other players like Jake Fernley and Thomas Jirasek have now made it through the gauntlet of an entire college tennis season, and if they can continue to play at a high level, or even improve, it could make all the difference in TCU accomplishing its goals this year. One major key to watch out for is the health of this year's TCU squad. Fernley, Jong, and even Jirasek missed large portions of last season, and if the injuries subside this spring for TCU, the Horned Frogs have the depth and the talent to compete with just about any team in the nation. The reason for that is the talent they brought in this year. The most interesting aspect of the Horned Frogs roster has to be the grad transfers and the freshmen they've brought onto the team. Juan Carlos Aguilar and Tim Rule will finish their collegiate careers in Fort Worth, having already produced excellent results in both singles and doubles throughout their time in college. If they can both fit in quickly in Fort Worth, Frog fans should have plenty to be excited about this spring. Possible lineups. While we do expect Famba to assume the number 1 role, given the new faces and departures of veterans like Gray, Paralak, and Kruger from this TCU roster, it's extremely difficult to project the Horned Frogs lineup in 2022. Jong, Fernley, and Jirasek will certainly factor into the equation, while guys like Aguilar, Rule, Maxtez, and Vives should all contribute at various points of the year. TCU's depth seems to be one of their greatest strengths, and we expect Coach Roditi to mix things up and deploy several different lineups depending on the matchups. It will be a ridiculously competitive lineup, as we know each of the 8 rostered players are good enough to compete with just about anyone in college tennis. What's achievable? Competing for conference crowns has become the standard in Fort Worth, and 2022 should prove no exception for this TCU team. The Horned Frogs absolutely have the talent to compete with and beat both Baylor and Texas, and if the team manages to stay healthy, they can absolutely end the season with another conference crown. On a national level, we expect the Horned Frogs to duplicate their 2021 performance, and think anything less than an NCAA quarterfinal would be a disappointment for this team. Should the team's newcomers play to their potential, there's no reason this TCU team can't end May in the conversation for a national championship.